This is a book for creative people who believe that the spaces, the online networks, the galleries, the museums, the schools that they participate in should be as radical as the events and objects that we make. So, for example, why is it that a sculpture or a poster or a performance that's about racial justice, economic justice, collectivity, all of these things that we care about, that we envision, and that we enact in our artwork, why is it that that is not held in the institutions that support what we do and circulate our ideas? This is a book for artists and designers, technologists, craftspeople, makers of all sorts who want to connect the things they make to the ways that those things can circulate. So I looked at the past 10 years of my work, from creating local currency to starting barter networks to working on affordable spaces for artists to creating a think tank about arts education. And I also looked at the discrete objects I've made: furniture, sculpture, clothing, posters. And it's a behind-the-scenes look at how I balance these two aspects of my practice, both the one-time beautiful object that is critical and symbolic, and also the multi-year work of creating collectives, working with groups, and building platforms that can sustain those individual objects and efforts. I think a lot of artists, designers, technologists, and craftspeople want to know how it's possible to work with existing institutions while also building ones that embody the values that we care about, often around economic justice, racial justice, horizontality, and collectivity. So this is a kind of behind-the-scenes look where I share budgets, I share emails, I share heated negotiations with institutions, and also in groups trying to figure out how to build the art worlds that we want. Many people don't share, for example, their salary, their issues in going into debt, their quandaries when they're working with fabricators. These are the kinds of things that I share in the book so that people don't make the same mistakes again and again, and hopefully have an idea about the ways that they might adapt my experience to their context. So this is the book. You can look through it. It's really well bound. You can see this wonderfully transparent spine and this flap that folds out. There's a timeline of my so-called material conditions where I share what was possible because of the situation in my life. You can see some of that here. There's a key that allows people to navigate the book along the top. And there's this working process that I go through, which starts with an experience, then moves into a study with a collective, then a commitment that you make, then an inquiry, a time frame, an experiment, and putting the idea in public and then reflecting. So this is a summary of many things that I've done, and my email address is in the book. People are welcome to contact me. It's my hope that it inspires more artists who are interested in thinking about creating their own art worlds while making objects that matter to them.